So, Night 2 arises as last session you all intertwined on divergent paths from a single event where a unknown assailant attacked the prince of the city and a impromptu taxi service by Solomon. Investigations and shenanigans between a Bruja and a Nosferatu, which honestly could be classified as mild bullying.
Kidnapping.
And a meeting at a club, which resulted in a painting of different color patterns and a declaration of a meeting with the prince the night following, rather this night, and the possibly disappointing notion that Punk Night will be missed. But as the sun sets and as the night sky rises, the heartbeat of undeath begin anew. As each of you awakes in your locations, Cassius and Ira are within the same vicinity, as I believe there was some confiscative Cheez-Its, I think.
Yes.
Solomon awakes at the bottom area of the tower in the underground garage. And Vincent awakes in their own personal sanctuary. With the declaration of meeting roughly an hour, or a little bit sooner than an hour, after the sun sets, what would you all like to do to prepare for that time?
Excellent question.
Vincent's gonna have a snack. Okay. As in the blood he bought the day before.
Alright.
Do I have to roll for any? Do I just remove hunger or?
Yep, it's one hunger, so your hunger die is back down to 0.
Cool.
And
then he's probably just gonna collect any secrets and then head out.
Alright.
I'll keep my hunger for now. I only have a limited supply of blood I can actually eat.
Okay.
Well, I'll go for a cheeky snack.
Which cheek?
God damn it!
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
God damn. Oh, okay. We're already in it.
Don't know if it'll be necessary, but I do technically have cloud memory if that's the only method I can find in a short manner of time.
What is your predator type again?
I'm sorry?
What is your predator type again?
Scene Queen.
Ah. Well, the convenient notion of that being, despite you yourselves having to miss it, it is Punk Night.
Cheeky snack on the way out. Easy enough.
Alright.
I had Cheez-Its. I'm good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm the only one who didn't get hunger, and I'm the only one who had Cheez-Its, so obviously there's correlation.
Okay.
That's, of
I'll
course, how
keep
it
that
works.
in mind for the next night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Classic for 1. The aged cheddar for 2. No, yeah, we're not doing this.
I'm a white cheddar person, thank you.
Ooh.
Good fucking
Good shit,
choice. Good choice.
The only good cheese it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's the best. I wouldn't say it's the only good one. I would say it is easily the best, though.
That's alright, that's alright. One of us has to have taste.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
My brawl skill again? Okay.
How are you making it to the... Yeah, we'll just call it that. How are you making it to the Princess Tower?
I assume I get to take away my hunger point.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I forget how distant it is from.
For you, from your club and the kind of apartment above, about 2-3 miles.
It's not really a bad walk for anyone who's not easily winded.
Goodness. All of you get winded?
You know.
I don't.
I feel like, even though it's not my best, the fact that I have okay stamina, dexterity, and like a point in athletics, I feel like it's gonna be an okay walk to make with decent time.
It'd be an okay walk.
Yeah, Vincent will use the tunnels as much as he can, but he'll go on surface if he has to.
You would actually be able to get within 2 blocks of the building using the tunnels.
Nice. So are we assuming he gets there first then?
Yeah, he'll get there first.
He'll awkwardly
Second.
wait in the shadows.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
second.
Alright. We have to
Whatever.
be specific about it.
I make it my life's effort to be very specific.
Oh, God. Okay.
I do have a question for you, Ira. Are you a silent walker, or are we like chatting uselessly along the walk?
Leah, are you muted?
Wait, what?
Are for our walk over, are we silent, like awkwardly silent, or is this just useless chatter the whole time? I just want to know.
If you're listen, Ira's not going to start any conversations, but if you start a conversation, Ira will take it and will run with it. And it is not my fault where it goes.
You know what? I'm gonna fill in on some gossip on customers we both know.
Great.
Alright. People walk at
So
night.
we just gossip about customers?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, this one's having a
As you
fair.
do in a business like that, you act like the amount of like stuff you talk about is ridiculous.
That one had to be dragged out of the bathroom by security because they fell asleep on the floor.
Nope, I've had that.
Casual club
Some
gossip.
guys I had to take out back
Yeah,
because I got too handsy.
yeah. You know, suddenly they just never they stopped showing up around this part of town anymore. Wonder what happened. Who knows?
Who's to say?
Did you break their hands?
Sure.
I might have broken their throats.
I approve.
Nah, I probably didn't kill him. I probably just scared the shit out of him. And broke, an arm or a leg or both.
I was going to say
Or
it
a
sounds
hole.
fun, but you broke something. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay, this chiropractor surface sounds scary. The arrival at the Prince's Tower, as described to Solomon, it is unnecessarily opulent. Within the night, the silvery windows shimmer reflections of the city and the river. The bridge across to the next area. And a not easily spotted group of individuals that are keeping an eye out, as they actually do make notice of you.
Including Vincent.
Probably not Vincent.
Yeah, because he's literally just gonna be doing Cloak of Shadows like a weirdo, just waiting for his captive to come back.
I mean, I'm forgot to mention I'm just like in a nice like brown leather aviator jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Nice like little fleece and all that on the around the collar. I'm looking spiffy.
Nice.
I am in a torn up t-shirt with like fishnets underneath. Like something you could barely call jeans torn up, with patches and shit. And then like an army green jacket also with like patches all over it of different bands, different movements, all that stuff. Just covered, and I mean covered in black and silver jewelry.
Ooh.
Like thick pimp rings that are meant to leave a mark. Like goth
Good.
rings.
Good.
And like spikes coming off the back of my ears and danglies and all that good stuff. And then, my usual face full of piercings. And a bright green buzz cut to top it all off.
Nice.
Vincent's old fashioned, so he's probably gonna actually put on some nicer pants and a shirt, and like not his rain boots, but he'll still have his patchwork jacket and hat.
Oh, nice. I forgot to mention the goth platform boots that are at least like 5-inch platforms, covered in like studs and spikes and buckles.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you want me to wait till they actually see me, or do you want me to go ahead? I'm happy
we'll
either way.
wait till they actually see you.
Okay.
The entrance into the building, like I said, there are a couple of individuals that take notice of, at the very least, two of you, because, Vanilla 42 does not want to be seen. They're not going to be seen unless someone blind tackles in an alley. The individual is, honestly, if it wasn't for the platform boots, they would probably be about the same height as Ira. However, they are not wearing platform boots, so Ira is in fact taller in this instance. Kind of a slight Hispanic descent, at least, slick back hair, and dressed like maybe night security. So, I assume she is expecting you?
Presumably. Haven't.
She better.
yeah, haven't gotten any like calls with the change of plans, so
There is a quick pull of face, like you want to say something, maybe a little smartashes back at you, but don't, because the repercussions could be worse.
They just had a talking to by the supervisor last week. They can't be doing that shit again.
he's just got full like mischief in his eyes, like I dare you.
And Vincent's just looming behind them. Like, yeah.
Fucking Slenderman over there.
A very dense Slenderman.
I was taking a drink, dude.
I'm sorry.
Iris full on smirking. And you know what? I am gonna do the thing I thought of. They have like silver caps on their fangs.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Ooh.
So that people think it's just an augmentation.
Mhm.
Like, hey, I got some stuff done. But nah.
I love them so much.
Permiten. You were led into the lobby, which during the daytime probably might be company, corporate, maybe illegal. You're not really sure, but at night, it's disturbingly empty. You can hear each of your footfalls, the slight echo of machinery, computers, and the thrum of generators. They lead you to the elevator and press the button as the elevator door opens, and they gesture you in. 23rd floor.
Vincent will just nod his head politely and step into the far corner. Like, purposely trying to keep, like, someone between him and Ira the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Ira
I see how
steps
it
up
is.
right next to Vincent.
Oh, what? He's, like, literally gonna look towards the wall like a dog trying not to... like a guilty dog. Like, he probably looks really
Ira's-
mean, but, like, that's what actually is going on in his head.
Are there only like I want to know, is this like, are there only 23 floors? Is this like a penthouse situation or?
No, there's actually a couple more floors above there. This looks like it's a 30-floor building.
Okay, so that okay. I'll just press the button.
Also, Ira has like shit all perception essentially. So like they're not trying to make him uncomfortable. They're just standing next to him.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just kind of looks like he's being awkward right now, or, like, unfriendly to people who don't know he's obviously a baby. So,
He's just a big baby. He's just shy.
There's no elevator music, is there?
Hope there is.
There actually is not.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
However, it does have, as some elevators do, it has a really annoying, like, light tone, like, chime beep past each individual floor it goes. And this,
Oh wow.
This, elevator is a little bit slower than you would expect.
Listen, it's still gonna be faster than the elevators he grew up with.
true. Yep.
The
Alright.
elevator door eventually opens into this, wide open area of offices and conference rooms. As, doesn't take you too long to locate a group of, individuals similarly dressed in like security guard uh, outfit and garb, but what is a distinctive tell as to this is probably where you're needing to be is the probably like the SMGs or the MP5Ks that they are carrying.
Beautiful. Can't hear him at all. Oh,
Well, that's
heard
good.
one just now, but that's
Yeah. Yeah, Vincent's just following because he's very out of his element. Like he's rarely ever even indoors above ground. So he is a bit lost.
Yeah, believe it or not, Ira does not get invited into nice buildings very often. So, also just kind of following and just kind of looking around with the stink eye.
It is, as far as an office building, it is really nice.
okay. Goodbye.
I'm gonna steal something.
Okay. Anything in particular that you're trying to steal, or just something?
Like a really nice paperweight.
I've already walked ahead. I'm ignoring whatever's happening behind me.
I like reach. I'm not even looking at Vincent, but I like reach behind me and just kind of smack around at him. Like, hey, keep a lookout. And I dive into like an office.
What? No. Hey, Ira, please. He he doesn't try and stop them, but he'll stop.
What is the nicest paperweight I can find?
Give me 1 second. Why don't you... Wow, this is not something that gets rolled very often. Why don't you make me a dexterity larceny check?
Dexterity larceny?
Yep.
Hey, I just have something in that.
Hey, those are my kind of rolls.
Okay, so that's only 3. Well... that's 2 successes.
Okay, well, it's like a paperweight. It's not that hard to steal something like that. You grab a very nice, it's an interesting, like, smoothed out and polished quartz paperweight that has an expanse up at the top, kind of like a fractal patterned rose.
Nice.
Fuck.
I stick it in one of my many pockets inside my jacket.
Okay, there is a slight distinctive area where if someone looks a little closely, they might see it.
That's fine.
Are you satisfied? Let's.
Yes.
Okay, come on. Like he'll like gesture to the door like he's like trying to corral a child rather than an adult.
Ira like practically prances out,
God.
like just bounding in these big old platforms.
Okay.
Definitely satisfied with himself.
The conference room, as I said, easy enough to spot as they see you approach and stiffen slightly, but then kind of have this thought of why, who else would be here. They're a little alert, but not hyperly so, as the prince of the city is sitting at the conference table. The lighting is not completely pitch black, but it is like this dull, there's probably only 2 or 3, like, lamps providing light right now.
Vincent will dip his head respectfully. And just kind of keep his eyes down.
Please take a
Solomon
seat.
already at the table?
Yeah. You can describe who.
Oh, yeah. So, is there a chair at the other head of the table
Yeah.
when I walked in? Excellent. If not, I would have moved one. Solomon is sitting at the other head of the table, one leg over the armrest of the office chair, just lounging, arm draped around the back. He glances over at you all, dressed in a black band t-shirt, Rob Zombie, wears a black ACAB beanie with a loose pair of black cargo pants and just a pair of black boots. Glances over. Oh shit, Vincent! Stands up, walks towards you all. You see he's got a tattoo on his right forearm. Says "Arm the Homeless."
I love him.
Oh.
Amazing.
Walks up, reaches his hand out to shake Vincent's hand, and then just gives him a hug.
Yeah,
Oh, man, it's been a bit. How are you?
Oh, I'm quite well. Didn't expect to
Yeah,
run
believe me,
into you.
I was not expecting to be here. We'll talk about that later. Hello, Solomon. Reaches a hand out to the other two.
Ira fist bumps him.
Fuck yeah.
Ira,
Pleasure. Love your look.
thanks.
Yeah. Cassius will return the handshake. Cassius.
Pleasure to meet you. Solomon squeezed a little harder than is necessary before letting go. All right. Let's see
That's
what we
gonna
need.
get you a really sharp grin.
Yeah, I'll give you a wink back. Then return to that same chair, drapes his leg over.
Vincent's gonna look towards the prince as like seeking permission before he sits.
She'll just nod.
Okay. Yeah. He'll sit next to Solomon then.
Ira sits on the other side of Vincent, but you know Elle from Death Note?
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
crouched like a fucking goblin in a chair
Yes!
on these platform booths.
God, I love them so much.
Literally jumps into the chair, by the way, because they can.
Vincent will like reach over to steady the chair real fast.
Okay. Alright, because otherwise I was gonna have a roll happen, because these chairs are not, like, without wheels.
Spitting.
Sit like a proper person and ignore this happening to my side. He's fighting back an eye twitch because he's starting to realize, oh, these are the people I'm with. Got it.
Vincent's being polite.
Yes,
Ira's just grinning.
but the other two make him nervous.
Wisely so. Yeah, he'll study
Just
the
wait.
chair.
Oh, just wait.
So, Ira will grin and make direct eye contact with the prince.
There is, like, a slight twitch of contempt the moment you do that.
Mr. Man, stop chewing on that. Sorry. Oh shit. Sorry,
I
thought you were talking to me.
No.
what just happened?
It turns over to Ira. Mr. Man, stop chewing.
No, my damn cat was trying to eat some fake moss and
Please tell him I love him.
That makes more sense. I was like, what?
Just Ira sitting there like nomming on this fucking glass paperweight.
oh god.
No, that's not what's happening. That's what I thought was happening for a second.
Okay. Jesus.
Well, I see we're all in present company. So, as reports and calls have been made, I assume you know at least details of the situation?
Yes.
To a mild extent.
Would like to hear from each of you your experience. I already know looks across at the other end of the table. The details of at least one event.
Give a little nod in response.
Which, by the ways, you will have a check to repair any damages to your
Van.
mode of transportation.
That's fine. You can call it a van. Appreciated.
As for the rest of you, at least some of you are on a good rapport with the barony here. I looks to Ira. I don't know you. Glances over at Vincent. I've at least heard of you. To Cassius. And you and I have spoken intermittently on the past.
Just a smile.
It's a bold move, someone to take a shot at me. Not a wise one, either. But an alarming one. As not many people know the routes that I take. As I can narrow it down to at least 4 different members of a higher circle. Fairly certain that you all would actually be rather suited to pursue any investigations into any ill subterfuge. Any complaints or questions, now is the time.
What exactly are you expecting us to do? Kidnap? Beat?
I am indifferent as to how you apprehend or stop the assailant. Simply that they are stopped.
Respectfully, do you know why someone would make an attempt on you? That we don't have much of a lead.
Best guess that I could assume. A power grab. Taking my life certainly would mean a vacancy in domain.
Any leads for us?
As I said, I have 4 individuals that are suspect to me, as they are the only ones who would know my roots.
Vincent will pull out his journal and click his pen and do like the obnoxious like scribbling in the corner to get it to work. Can you tell us about them?
One is a particular spy I have within the cathedral here to report any Inquisition activity. The other acts as well, we shall say a baron of sorts to the other half of the Twin Cities. One, I admit I don't know outside of my business associations, but they, at the very least, know my roots and how things operate in a business perspective. And finally, one is a bookkeeper of mine.
You said there is 4 people?
Correct.
Who was the 4th? I got a spy, a baron, and a bookkeeper.
The 4th would have been the... Oh, I didn't mention the 4th, no did I? The 4th is a... as risky as it is to admit, and in terms of the information I am about to dispose freely, does not leave this conference room, but they are a investigator from the Crescent City. One with still a beating heart.
Does this investigator know? Has the Masquerade been broken?
I would not say broken as much, since I do believe they have not said much else. Upon discovery, or suspected discovery, there is a mutual agreement there.
Well, of those people, from the limited information we have, the Baron, he'll do air quotes, is probably someone who would most benefit from this position being absent.
That is what I thought, but either way, I like being thorough, so I listed the other 3 as well.
And
Well-
these are the only 4 who would have known your roots for
Correct.
last night. Are you certain none of them shared with anyone they shouldn't have? I mean, it would still require investigating each of them, but
I am not entirely positive that they have or haven't. I'll admit that that is a possibility.
though I would assume the investigator at the very least would have the least local contacts, so that might not be as likely with them. Though they could surprise us.
I can put some feelers out through my network, and he's like writing down more stuff obviously than what she said. Very pretty handwriting, by the way, for anyone
Cool.
who's like looking at his journal.
I mean, as the artiste, I will enjoy it.
Yeah, like straight up, beautifully slanted cursive on every line. Like,
As someone born in the 1920s,
well,
I appreciate some good cursive.
It's a movie.
Aw,
prop
he's
diary.
frilly too.
Pardon?
It's a movie prop diary. Like they're very,
Quite literally.
they're very, concise, efficient.
You'll like. I actually have a reason behind why he's a good, very,
Oh, I have no doubt.
yeah. But yeah, I am a little concerned, if I may. I suspect, myself included, investigating these people could draw undue attention or assumptions about what our intentions are. Are we to disclose that we are investigating the attempt on you, or are we to not mention it?
If it comes up and there is no way out of a conversation, perhaps revealing such information might provide a unnecessary conflict.
I see.
However, overall, I would say discrepancy is better.
Don't get seen. That'll be fine. Guess just give us their names and we're good to go.
Well, the spy would be a now, where is her name? Somewhere.
And I'm perfectly fine with players not, like, if we don't need to know the names, we don't need to know the names.
Oh, no,
As
no, I
players.
have names. I have them. They're written
Sure.
down. They exist. I will not.
Yeah. Rachel certainly would not remember them, but Vincent will.
Yeah, like Angus wouldn't, but fucking Solomon would.
Ira won't.
Yeah, let's have this Anarch work for the prince. Why not? Super fun.
Camarilla, Anarch, they all pay the same.
Ira's listening very, very intensely, but keeping their mouths shut because they don't want to die.
Restraint. I'm so
They know
proud.
where they are.
I'm so proud.
Only barely. Only barely. I do have, what was it? A 2 in resolve and a 1 in composure.
Legendary.
Where you put your one? Oh, I love it so much.
I also only have 2 in compose, actually.
So
and 3.
the spy's
My 4 is in stamina.
name at the cathedral, their alias, supposed persona and living name would be Fuck, I'm reading the wrong one. There it is. Helen Park. The Baron on the other side of the Twin Cities is Samantha Moraine. The bookkeeper is Mohammed Mursal. And the investigator... Nope. That's not it. Is... Where are you at? Nope, that's not the right name. Oh, that would explain why I can't find the name. I'm on the wrong page to my notes. That would...
Nice.
It happens more often than you would think. It's very, embarrassing.
Oh, believe me, I'm aware. Fucking every goddamn day. Except usually I'm not on the wrong page, I'm in the wrong notebook.
I don't want to talk about how much time that's happened. And the other one is... There he is. Norman Mccoy.
Well, you got all that, Vincent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was Solomon asking Vincent, yeah. Alright, well,
Wait, what was the investigator's name?
Norman McCoy. I literally put it in the chat.
Oh, well, fine.
Joey, could we get that pinned, please, and thank you?
Okay.
Thank you kindly to the both of you. Alright, well, I'm good. Pushes up off from the chair. Gives a half-hearted nod, bow with a sweeping hand out. Turns and starts heading towards the door.
What is the prince's reaction to this?
To Solomon's exit?
Yeah, just like up and exiting.
She's gonna let it happen, but it is the lack of propriety that is just ever so much getting under her skin.
Oh, I know. If I didn't just pull her out of a wreck last night, probably wouldn't be doing this. I'm enjoying the goodwill that bought me, is how I should phrase it. Making good use of what little it bought.
I'm attempting to get, without being way too obvious about it, trying to get her attention for just like a quick, like, private aside.
Yeah, she's observant enough. Easy enough to do.
Right. You don't suspect this has anything to do with what you came to discuss the other night, do you? Like, this could not be connected to whatever might be heading our direction from
If I'm being
northeast.
perfectly honest, possibly, but in my honest opinion, I would assume given bits of information, silver, not something our kind has easy access to. At least not here. That seems more... It could possibly be... Inquisition Enforcer.
Do we know their level of current presence either from, well, the Crescent City or in the Northeast? I know keeping track of any of their numbers is a constant ordeal, but doubt one of our kind would be working with any of them, but
It's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I have my doubts as well.
I'll keep that information in mind while we're looking, just in case there is a connection.
Well, the night is young.
Indeed. I'll get to work with the others. Good night, Prince.
Hopefully this doesn't pull you away from your club for too long.
The management staff can take care of what they need to. As long as I don't miss any big meetings and I have to time those for close to sunset anyways.
Well then.
Yeah, I'll just,
You have my number should it become important.
of course. Out of character, where the fuck did I set my pen? I had it in my hand a second ago. Hol- Why is it over there? I don't. You know what? I don't want to know.
The
I
grandma.
did some backflips.
Honestly.
Anyways, yeah, I'll just nod and walk out with the others, or walk out if the others are still in here. I'm sorry, I got very distracted by my pen. Just
No. A lot of pauses that I have in session are also because, one, either I can't find the specific area in my notes because I write notes like a fucking monster, or I'm just baffled by like the sudden appearance or disappearance of something that should be near me.
yeah. Oh boy.
Also, I think I will do it this December. I'm just gonna like build like a small like gated pen for your dice. I'll just send it your way.
Yep. You know what? That's fair. They just, I don't know what it is because I really like this mat you got me, and it's just like I roll them and they just go off into the distance, consistently
Adventure.
against my keyboard, which makes them very cocked. And I'm like, all right, fine, I see how it is.
Usually it's good for like a dice mat, a tray to, have walls.
I'm learning that.
Generally, yeah. Oh lord.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is there a particular lead or area that you would like to try first? Or are you doing a division, like divide and conquer situation, or how are you going to do it?
That's something I was actually gonna ask them once they followed me out. I was gonna ask if they want to do split up or not, and ask if any of them have a ride or if they're riding with me.
I am my ride.
I have a very important question. I am assuming this cathedral is Roman Catholic.
It is, yes.
Cassius was born and raised Eastern Orthodox, Greek Orthodox Church, BB. He's fine with going there. He's like, ugh, this shit. The Catholics.
Listen, just keep the water away from me.
I want it known before anyone is offended. I was raised Roman Catholic, so
Oh,
You good?
same.
Good.
Yeah, but you're good.
anytime I'm insulting them, there's enough religious trauma to back it up.
I
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
understand 110%.
yeah. My entire extended family. Don't worry about it. You good?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh,
Anyway,
that being said, Vincent is actually low-key Catholic, but it's fine.
Oh,
I mean-
wow.
Oh, so we've got the old Nosferatu who is Roman Catholic, and the old Toreador who is Eastern Orthodox, Greek Orthodox.
hmm
No, that makes
They
sense.
don't need to talk about it. They don't
That
need to talk
lines up.
about it.
That lines
Yeah.
up.
No schism here. I don't know what you're talking about.
no, not at all.
But they like each other. It's fine.
It's true. Well, here's the thing. They hated each other, and then the Protestants came along, and it's like, oh, we got to be buddies now.
I meant the character.
Oh, well,
I
that
mean-
too.
Yeah, you're not wrong, though.
You two hate each other till you saw that fucking Protestant.
Oh, boy.
Oh, funny you should mention that. Ira. No, not at all.
Okay.
God, that would be funny. But yeah, I'm fine with either splitting up or going in groups. Both are fine with Cassius. He's just going to state that he is comfortable going to the cathedral if no one else is.
I am fine going anywhere that I can. That being said, I am pretty good at staying out of sight, if need be, but I obviously cannot interact with humans to any extent.
Maybe it would be better if you stick with the Baron and the bookkeeper. I mean, obviously, if you want to back either any of us up with the investigator or the spy, just as an unseen backup, that would be perfectly acceptable. And then you can be more blatant in the conversation with the other two.
Right. Who's like closer to Vincent's air quote neighborhood? Like location. Well, I guess he wouldn't know that, would he?
No.
Like where the bookkeeper and stuff.
You probably, well, you know where the Baron is. It's on the other side of the Twin Cities, which is a good 15 miles away.
Right.
The bookkeeper, you wouldn't really have any idea. The spy within the cathedral, which actually wouldn't be that far away from you. It would be maybe 3-4 miles away.
Okay. Well, maybe he could. Well, okay. Would the prince disclose where they are, or like where they operate
She
from?
would have disclosed at least roughly where they are usually. I mean, for obvious reasons, no one really knows exactly where everyone is. Exactly.
Right. So, okay. Perhaps what I can do, talk to a few of my neighbors and, see if they have any information, and I can start, seeing what I can gather about the bookkeeper when I find where they primarily operate out of.
All right.
So we're splitting up then?
Sounds like it.
In fairness, I do believe Cassius would stand out the least and has the best persuasion, so he might be the best and only option for dealing that close to the Inquisition's quarters.
Yeah, I don't think Ira should be, for many, many reasons.
Yeah, if Vincent wasn't literally repulsive, and a recluse, he
All right.
would probably be fine with people, but
So Solomon gives Ira a bit of a fist tap on the shoulder. All right, so bookkeeper or Baron? Which one you want?
Ooh. Well, I don't want to deal with a fucking Baron, so I guess bookkeeper first.
Sounds great. Oh, before I forget, I hand Ira and Cassius a business card with
Ooh.
Solomon a phone number, and the profession states courier/demolitionist.
Do you get rid of bodies?
I can.
Like, turns and looks to Cassius. See, this could be helpful.
my
Vincent, you
goodness.
already got my number.
I do actually. He'll pull out his phone. We should.
Is it a Nokia?
I hadn't considered that, but like, probably not. It's probably actually more modern than you'd think. It's probably like a 6-year-old smartphone or something like that. He has to very carefully like use his pinky because his fingers are large. So,
Aww.
and he would probably just share his number with everyone.
Oh yeah, I should put that in my new phone. We're walking past a trash can at some point throughout the building, I take it.
You're on a multi-story building, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I take out an old as shit flip phone, snap it in half, drop it in a trash can, pull out another phone from the same pocket, yet another flip phone, flip it up and turn it on and start putting in a few numbers. Number changes every week, by the way.
Oh.
Understandable.
Cool.
He doesn't.
Vincent can show you the system. It's later.
It's quite fine. He doesn't like think anything of it, even though yeah. Cool. Okay. We should probably, well, depending on what technology you're using, I think you're fine, Solomon. Be a little bit careful about what we share over text, anything of the sorts. Given, recent history with the whole, oh my god, what did they call it? How that, yeah, that being basically rated. So,
yeah, I heard that was pretty great.
Oh, it was quite infuriating, actually. But okay, should be,
Am I dropping you guys off?
You said you have a van?
Yeah, it's just in the garage.
I think I'll take the tunnels, but thank you.
How far is the cathedral from here?
Good 4 or 5 miles. I mean, you could walk or jog that, but it would still take some time.
I'm gonna be honest, considering the particular risk that location entails, he is just going to grab, like, an Uber. Admittedly, like, no offense to you in the van, it's just like, that... Partially, he doesn't want your van to get any notice from, possible enemies.
It does not.
Okay. he's still gonna take an Uber, and he's going to try to time it because for probably around an evening mass, if there is one coming up this late on a weeknight. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't.
We'll say yes, because honestly, I've checked the schedules.
They're weird.
I was gonna say, is it Christmas or something? Like that's...
No, it's just the cathedrals up here always have weird mass times, and it changes like weekly. It's kind of absurd. But
Weird.
What kind of lunatics are going to church at night?
Slow head turn to Cassius. But
I mean,
anyway,
that used to be like general practice for like anyone of a religious nature for like
Gross.
centuries. So
am I dropping you off, Ira?
Yeah. Wait, aren't we going together?
Sure.
Or am I going to the
I'll
person alone?
take whatever.
I mean, I can handle it alone if you guys want to along.
I'm going to say Angus really wants to show off his van.
it does seem that way, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Ira, I think barons are so difficult to deal with. It might be wise to have someone with you.
Wait, we're not going to see the Baron. We're going to see the other guy, the bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh that's right. You're coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will.
What's the problem?
I will take the van. He doesn't want to take Ira to see any of his people. He'll take the van. But yep.
okay.
I mean, we can go do the Baron if you want us to. God.
No, I not now. Anyways,
All right.
I just hope I can fit.
Don't worry.
Shotgun.
I got room for you, Vincent. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So this van is a small U-Haul moving truck, painted white. There is no handle or lock on the outside of the roll-up door in the back.
Huh.
It has been bolted and reversed to lock from the inside, along with some reinforcements.
Okay.
You have to, unless you want to crawl through the cab, Vincent, you just have to wait out here for a second. Unlock it,
Sure.
go through the door that separates the cab from the bigger part of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Hear a ka-thunk, and I roll it up. And what you see in this, oh god, I don't know, 10 by 7-ish, 10 by 8 van is a mattress in the far left corner with a pillow and blanket. About 4 boxes with the top one open of just bulk bought disposable flip phones.
Oh my god.
A small duffel bag of clothes that is open and spilling out a bit. And then 3 nicer transport containers that are closed and opaque. Just don't mess with those.
I sniffed them.
They smell of, oh, Jesus Christ. They smell of gasoline. And, a few of them are gasoline, a few of them are, I'm drawing up kerosene. Few
Okay.
random odds and ends.
Creative arrangement here. He'll duck. Well, not duck. Well, how tall did you say it is?
I don't know. How tall are those trucks? 6-8 feet-ish? Might have to.
For the like the
U-Haul truck.
smaller
Yeah.
ones, they're about at the tallest point because it's kind of got that ledge area. But like the ones you're describing, I think it's about, if I remember correctly, like the interior itself, because I've been in one. I had to keep stuff from falling. Don't ask. I think it's like 6'6".
Okay. Okay. Cool. He'll step in, and politely sit on the floor.
I'll grab a little longer than waist length jacket. Open one of those boxes. Put a couple of dark brown beer bottles in one side pocket. A couple dark brown beer bottles on the other side of the pocket. Grab one. Hold it out to Ira.
Hell yeah.
You got a lighter?
What?
Yes.
Good. Close up the box. This is a Molotov cocktail, should you need one.
Oh, I always.
That's what I was afraid you were gonna say.
Vincent?
I am armed.
You know where they
It
are.
goes in the other side of the jacket.
I've got more effective and discreet items on me, but thank you.
We're going to try to be discreet. We'll see how that works out.
Can I have more?
Discreet?
Yeah, just don't take them all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
he's
I
just
regret like 2 more.
wants to say so many things, but then is like stopping himself. Like,
They are very easy to source.
Ira is a kid in a toy shop right now.
Oh my goodness.
oh my
okay.
god! So you're gonna be
sorry.
driving.
There is also a small mini fridge that is currently running in there.
So you're gonna be driving, and then it's gonna be Vincent and Ira sitting across from each other in the back of your truck van.
If that's where Ira wants to ride, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I
true.
could have had. I called shotgun.
Okay,
Hey,
go for
that
it.
seat's
Yeah.
open, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, so Vincent gets a small reprieve.
I will leave the door between the cab and the back open as we drive.
Alright.
Cool.
We will cut briefly as someone has perhaps wisely, because I think this would actually fully send them into torpor if they witnessed this. But
A great place, but it works.
but taking an Uber,
Taking an Uber to church.
the-
As a vampire, what a...
Take me to church.
the driver themselves is probably like a maybe a university student trying to just like make money on their off time or whatever. A little bit of yawning. Has a youthful yet exhausted appearance, as one will want to do in the later semester months, because those are awful. He lets you in. Alright, so where do you need to go?
What's the name of the cathedral? I would know this in character, but I don't know your city, your city area.
Much like any cathedral in many places, it is the St. Mary Basilica.
That, you know what, that figures. I assume I can just say St. Mary's and that'll be understood.
Oh, okay, you're going rather late, but yeah, I know the way. That works.
Oh, well,
God
you know.
damn it.
Any particular rush that you have, or
I'm sorry, say that again? Any particular...
are you in a particular quick rush, or back road's fine?
I just don't want to miss too much of service, but otherwise it's fine.
Okay, I get there. You can get you there quickly. There is not like a gradual speed up. It's like that jolt of like stop to go.
College students.
Each like stop light or sign is like that 2-pedal jerk before stopping. This is not the most comfortable Uber ride.
You know what, he's messing with his phone, keeping track of things happening at the club anyway. He can ignore the unpleasantness. He's like just tapping away at his phone with different messages and emails and shit.
There is like a couple of texts from like your management staff, like asking like this one patron's returned. Do you want me to just bother them for the night, or should I authorities, or
If they don't take the first warning and try to stay or come back in, then call the authorities, but just bar them for the night and see how that works.
okay?
Try to get if we need the authorities, I think I believe it was probably Sergeant Jameson who handled that last time.
You get a text back. It was Sergeant Jameson, but if you'll recall last interaction we had with them, they're currently taking a vacation. They're actually out of state. I don't know who we're supposed to call at this point.
One of them will work. Not like they can refuse to help us with a problem. Unless you get
True, but
Marcus.
there's like another text that's like, true, but as we know, response time is not ideal. Yes, I will. Yes, I will fucking attack that. I will do it. But
I trust your judgment. Hopefully one single warning will work.
just sounds good, and then nothing. Before the sudden like jerk stop that like makes you kind of jolt forward a little bit. Okay, you are here at the St. Mary Basilica. You should be able to catch the last half hour or so.
You know, that's when all the important stuff happens. Thank you.
Yeah, good night. Right? I think that's what it.
Good night. I will take note of their name on the Uber account, I guess.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, I'm gonna give him a good review, but also maybe avoid later on.
That would be Paul Bremer. It's a later night. This cathedral. There is a crowd here, but it's not. It's within the weekday, so it's not as crowded as it would be on certain other events. But there's catching the last portion of a sermon, the last little bit's all there, before people eventually disperse.
Did she give us a description of this Helen Park?
Yes, Helen Park would be a Caucasian woman of medium height, more of an athletic stature, and she also kind of said she'll pick you out of a crowd, so it shouldn't be too hard to get into contact.
You know, I assume, there's plenty of people probably still chilling around talking because this is both the Midwest and Catholics. So, two groups who, from my understanding, never have short goodbyes.
You're from the South, you know how that works.
Exactly. Same letter, different font.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I would get violently attacked in the next games. Um, but yeah, as people are talking and chatting and refusing to leave even after saying bye like 4 different times, because that's literally how that works.
I'm like admiring, the art because it's a Catholic church full of statues and pretty mosaics and shit.
There is a woman of kind of the same description who looks like she maybe volunteer worker here.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of steps next to you. You're not a familiar face for me.
Well, admittedly, I grew up Greek Orthodox, so my typical scene. Thought I'd.
I don't find many of you around here.
Not the largest community, admittedly.
Hmm. Well,
And your name?
just for amusement's sake, how about we go off of the old days of chivalry and you tell me yours first?
Cassius.
Helen?
Pleasure.
What brings you out here?
Oh, asking some questions for curiosity's sake. You know,
Well,
bit of
don't leave me in suspense.
some interesting developments across the city, kind of thing you sometimes just look to higher power or more knowledgeable individuals to find information on.
Well, what is your question that you are burning to ask? Don't want to stand still in here for too long, or we may just light a blaze.
Oh, perhaps. There was an understanding that very few people were aware of a certain set of information. And either one of them used that information in a rather unfortunate manner, or they provided a leak. So, we're simply looking into it.
Sounds mildly like a light, at the very least, a light accusation.
Oh, it's not an accusation so much as just checking all the proper channels. You know,
If you must know,
silver's
I
not
don't...
cheap, and gas is rather expensive. All those things.
I see. Well, silver is more of a tool for... kind of gestures to the interior of the cathedral. For them than it is for us.
Yes, precisely why I personally am going along with the concept of a leak, but you never know.
Well, I keep a fairly decent eye around here. If there was a leak, I would know about it.
Question.
Hmm.
How much did the prince want us to keep the exact details of why we're asking these people questions? Like, did she specify, or are we kind of just like,
She specified to be discreet-ish, but to use your
Mhm.
best judgment should it come down to it.
Care for going for just a little late night stroll?
Well,
Yeah.
usually I take dinner right about now, but I suppose I could hold off for a little bit.
I'm trying not to take up too much of your time. I know that this is a sensitive posting, and trust me when I say I was the one that was going to stand out the least of the investigators.
How interesting. Well, you have my rapt attention now.
Well, she mentioned chivalry. He'll offer his arm.
She'll take it.
All right, we're gonna go for a stroll. Usually churches like this kind of have gardens or grottos. Is that still the case here? Or should we, or would
There
it just
is a
be more sensible to walk
small
in the
one
area?
around, but it's not as
Okay.
impressive.
Okay,
I
so
think
just
maybe like a decade ago it would have been kind of impressive, but
okay, then
cities are good at ruining shit like that, so.
makes sense. Then we'll just, I guess, take a walk around the block.
Alright. While you do that,
Yeah.
the rest of you, Vincent is being dropped off, correct?
Vincent and Ira, it sounds like,
Okay.
right? Because we're
Oh.
both investigating the bookkeeper.
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah, then I'm heading over to the Baron because I can't possibly fuck that up.
Oh, delightful.
I mean, if you guys want to fight over me as far as who gets to have my help, proceed.
I'm just here for the ride. Whatever works. I'll go alone. It's fine.
Alright. The bookkeeper's place is just within the more townish area of the city. A small 2-story house where the streets are a little too thin. The sidewalk and road parking is atrociously cramped. And it is just a house.
Just a house. Are they like? Is there a driveway?
No, there is not a driveway.
No.
It's one of those
Okay.
situations where it's just a nightmare.
Does the bookkeeper live alone?
As far as you were told or no, well, yes.
Okay, Ira.
Don't worry, I've got it. I'll break in the back door.
No. I have a proposition though. Close.
Okay.
You create a distraction outside. Perhaps. If I move carefully, I can go unseen.
So you want me to go knock on the front door?
I'm concerned about being caught. Let's say they're like having this in the van, so if Solomon has any words of wisdom for this, might be helpful.
I can scale up to a second floor window if I need to.
Perhaps you can.
I mean, you could just knock on his front door or their front door and say that the prince sent you to ask a few questions.
I could go run around on their roof like Santa Claus.
And
That sounds fun.
getting them to leave might be helpful. That's a good point. That way we can perhaps both get inside. Maybe you could say that I could write out a message from the prince, perhaps a fake one. Or no,
Could
because
say
what if
we're
we get
worried about their
caught?
safety.
Oh, that's a good point. Say that
You know,
we're worried for their safety
Well-
and
Everyone knows what happened the previous night, right? Like-
It's
Pretty much everyone who should know knows.
yeah. At this point, yeah.
You would probably know. So the prince could have sent you two to make sure he's doing fine. See if
Okay.
he knows anything.
right. So tell them that we have reason to be concerned, or you have reason to be worried about their safety. And that the prince sent you to perhaps keep an eye out for a minute, and then let me in through the back. Maybe
got it. Mission espionage. Let's go.
if I get caught, we can just say we're in this.
I'll just pin him down.
No.
What? You're not letting me do anything.
I am trusting you to be a very devious spy for us.
Listen, I'm not 5.
Okay. So
But yeah, okay, I'll just try to distract him and like, whoops. In through the back door.
Oh, I hope that
Drops him
wasn't
off
all.
the tail.
Gah, that's fine. I'll clean it up later.
okay, that sounds good. But no, don't enact any violence. This could be an innocent person for.
Well, we don't know if they're innocent.
Oh, it could be though.
Yeah, but they could also be the one who either shot at or organized the shooting at the prince.
Well, we won't know until we have the full picture. So we're going.
And we can get it faster if we interrogate them
No,
with violence.
no. I hope you understand the position you're in. Clearly, you are not Carmilla.
Who?
Leah,
I'm
that's
kidding.
like okay.
Camarilla,
No, I'm kidding.
Camarilla. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Like Carmilla, that's from.
Yeah. I'm bad with words.
I hear that name and all I think is Thursday and Netflix. Anyways,
I was literally texting Zaz about Carmilla right now, so I was like, what?
Yeah. I just, also that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Obviously, I am honorary.
I'm saying that if you cause undue trouble, they have no reason to. In their mind, they have no reason not to dispose of you themselves, and I don't want to see that happen to you, so this is important.
Aw, you're worried about me.
No.
Well,
I'm just I see that maybe you don't have as much experience in these doing this type of thing and learn and being on the inside. It's not something you can just take so lightly.
I'm not taking it lightly. I know what we're doing. I just am used to being able to, use force.
Which is why I'm nicely.
I'm the muscle.
You probably can, but now is not the time.
at this point, the ride is over. Solomon has gotten
Okay.
to the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been sitting here silent for like 3 minutes, just waiting for them to leave.
Can you get out of my car?
All right.
Have fun.
Alright.
Call me if you need anything.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thanks for the cocktails.
Oh yeah, happy to help.
Alright, you
Wait,
have
what if I
those.
just start a fire in their trash can? That'll get them outside.
You know, it probably would.
And then we can jump them.
Just resigned. Yeah, that would do it.
I'm kidding.
Oh Lord.
Just circle around back. I'll go knock on the door.
Or you can just say you're coming out for a smoke break or something, and let me in when you come back in from that.
I don't smoke.
Just pretend.
Alright, do you have a pack of cigarettes I can borrow to pretend?
He'll check his pockets. Not today.
Today?
Sometimes I keep them on, or people might need them. Anyways.
Okay.
Alright. He's gonna lurk.
Skulk. God. And I'm gonna saunter up to the front door and kick it like 3 times.
How forcefully?
Like a solid knock. Not like I'm like literally busting down their door.
Alright. You can hear that and just... Then hear like a slight shuffling and almost a grumble, just... Better not be that fucking coon again. And just... opens the door. Okay.
Hi!
Hello?
So, real quick, you're Mohammed Masel, yeah?
This is my house, this is my address, yes?
Okay, cool. Prince sent me. You might be in danger? I'm assuming you know what happened last night.
They give you like looking you up and down, because you are not who they would expect.
I'm hired help. Extra muscle. You know what the Bruja are known for?
And amongst other things.
Silver-fanged grin.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes, I am aware of what happened. It is why I have, tried not to be out so often right now.
Yeah. So, I'm here to check on you. Make sure you're not dead.
Well, I am clearly not dead, so...
And to make sure you stay that way. So, starts walking in.
Can't really stop you. Like, you're moving probably too fast for that to, like, not be a thing.
Yeah.
See, this...
Hey, nice place.
Please do not touch anything. Everything is...
Immediately grabs something off a shelf.
No,
This
Yeah,
poor-
Cheez-Its.
no, I don't buy those.
Well, puts it back down on, like, just a random counter.
They will actually, like, move like, come up to it and, like, shift it slightly to back where it was.
So, like, where were you last night, by the way?
Doing bookkeeping. Bookkeeping isn't exactly a Booble thing, so, yep.
So you were here last night doing your bookkeeping. When did you hear about what happened?
Relatively towards the end of the night.
Alright. You got any idea who could have done it?
Could easily be a lower status kindred trying to gain influence over city, power grab, or Inquisition is always a possibility.
Yeah, fair enough. I was trying to make it sound like it's just like casual conversation as they kind of just wander around the house.
Okay.
Like speculation. Less interrogation.
Alright.
It's gonna keep going with that, just random like talking and stuff. It's like, hey, I'm gonna check out your backyard, make sure that nothing's there.
My backyard has it's fenced. There shouldn't be anything there. It's just
Well, considering multiple things, I feel like a fence isn't gonna keep out anyone who, tried to shoot the goddamn prince.
kind of like toss their head a little bit. Okay, you make a fair point.
So just sit tight, I'll be right back.
It's a 7-foot tall gate. Where are you gonna go?
Just gonna walk out and kind of open the door and leave it open, and kind of walk out into the middle of the yard and act like they're looking around.
Using the one above Cloak of Shadows.
Unseen passage?
Yes, thank you. Unseen passage. Vincent will very carefully slip inside. He will have taken off his boots, by the way, or his shoes, so it's just socks on the floor, not anything clunky.
Okay.
He's going to look for any of the booking materials or the bedroom and kind of look for anything that would indicate, aside from like normal keeping your files safe, like something extra guarded or potentially any signs of other activity within the sect or other clans and stuff. Just looking for out of place stuff, like stuff that shouldn't belong.
Okay, this sounds like some intelligence investigation.
Okay. Let's see. Where is investigation? No, not not my strongest points. His knowledge is a little outdated,
Just a little bit.
I got 1 success.
Well, that is all you need because this individual is a little old-fashioned as well. They just have like the standard like locking metal cabinet, which isn't too hard to get into.
He's gonna take pictures of everything he sees too with his phone.
Fascinating that you say that, because there is like a decent envelope folder, and in it is a lot of bookkeeping images, but there's also other photographs that you wouldn't expect to see, which is that of the prince from just various like
Ooh.
travel that has happened in past. They're spaced out in dates, but uh, they're a little unfocused on the prince, but you can tell it is the prince overall.
Oh yeah, he'll take pictures of those and very carefully put them back. Probably won't linger though for too long, and he'll creep back out after getting those because that's pretty suspicious. So, on his way out, he's gonna like bump the door a little bit just to get, hopefully, to see if Ira would notice.
Okay.
And then yeah, he's out.
I'd say because the plan was to do this, I think Ira would be aware of this, but the bookkeeper Muhammad is still like a little baffled because your approach is, it kind of makes sense, but it's still odd enough to where it's still like being questioned a little bit.
Mhm.
I thank you for checking up, I suppose, but they can't see anything else that need be done here. I'll keep doors locked, and obviously I will have stuff to defend myself if I need to.
Oh, you do?
I'm not going to show you.
And why not?
Don't wish to be entirely rude, but you seem like the type of person who would fuck with my shit.
Well, I am, but I do kind of want to know what you've got to defend yourself, considering you're a bookkeeper, and that can be a little, important.
Have a gun. It's simple.
Mind if I see it real quick? I'm not going to touch it.
I kind of do mind a bit, but I can. I will go retrieve it. I will bring it down to show you. That way you can't know where I keep it.
Why is that?
Because it's just common sense. If you own something like that, you don't want other people, strangers, to know what it is.
Alright, fine. Hurry up, go.
We'll go upstairs. Hear a little bit of rustling. I'll come back down, and yeah, it's a firearm. It's not a large one by any stretch. Looks like a low caliber 5-shot revolver.
Alright. Was I able to, hear where he went? You know how, whenever you can hear someone, walking around the house and you can kind of guesstimate what rooms they've gone into?
This is a wits awareness.
Ow, shirt claws.
Hey, that's not bad. That's 4. I got 4 dice for that.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good success. Yeah, you.
No. I'm just saying how many dice I can roll.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a little different.
Okay. Hold, please. Is an 8 a success?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, 6 or
Yes,
above.
okay, so I've got 2 successes, I believe.
Alright. With 2 successes, that's still enough. You could honestly, if you just took a moment to, like, think about it, if you were up there, you could probably find it.
Cool. Alright. Well, at least you've got that to defend yourself. Just keep the doors, locked.
I was keeping my doors locked, and then you showed up.
Okay, well, keep doing that. And, just stay safe, Don't want any pertinent information getting out because you were sloppy. Gives him a pat on the arm and starts heading
He
towards the door.
genuinely looks a little insulted by that.
Right. Starts heading out. Is there anything I can glance at or see as I'm because I've been wandering around his house while talking? Is there anything kind of off-putting, suspicious that I can kind of just glean from his home or how he keeps things?
I think because you've been looking around, I think you don't have to make a roll for this, but as far as the night goes, you are not the first person to be in here.
And obviously not including Vincent.
Not including Vincent, correct.
So I am gonna pause towards the door, hey, no one else has been by, have they?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Do I believe him?
Intelligence insight?
4 dice. Let's get them out. Alright, let's do this. I knew I put that in there for a reason. Okay, so I got 2 critical successes, which means 4, right?
You're correct.
And then 1 more success. So that's 5 successes.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
He's hiding something.
I'm gonna go walk over to his door and lock it, but not leave.
But not leave?
No, I'm gonna lock his door and then turn around and smile at him. See, with how you keep things in such a particular order, there's just some things that seemed a little off. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who is here tonight. And is just slowly stepping towards him, hands in their pockets.
Will you expect, given his personality that you've seen, you would have expected a step back as you step forward? He does not move.
Interesting.
I would advise you, as you say, there is A problem afoot that needs investigating, and you should probably get back to it.
Well, see, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Seeing as you're not being totally honest with me. And I don't really like being lied to. Steps up, like, right in front of him. Who was here?
That is my business. Not yours.
Eye twitches. Well, it's my fucking business now. Grabs him and slams him to the floor.
Okay. Well then, I guess we're doing this. This is going to
Can I
be...
argue a grapple check? Like, brawl grappling?
Yeah, it can be a... This would be a strength brawl, I think.
Cool. Because that's gonna be 7 dice.
Nice.
Alright, let's roll these puppies. Nice. Okay, that's 4 successes. Because I had 1 critical success, but there wasn't a second one, so it just counts as the 1. So it's 4 successes.
Oh my goodness. So this is one of those instances where both of you rolled off and you both tied. So,
Nice.
Oh,
as you go for the grapple, to like try and subdue them, he actually, in almost alarming like fluidity and grace, kind of counters and pushes you off to the side. I'm going to ask you one more time. Please. Unlock the door. Walk away.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. No. And soaring leap at him. Like a fucking spider monkey.
God, what would this be? Goodness, I think this is a... I think we're gonna do this one as a strength melee. I think that's what makes the most sense.
Cool. So that's 6 dice.
Okay.
I'll take one of those away.
This one is actually a 7 dice pool for him.
What the fuck? What kind of fucking bookkeeper?
Alright.
Okay. That's 3 successes.
He only got 2. You were able to just leap at him, kind of in a tackle and against kind of a wall and a shelf as it kind of hits, and the shelf that had like things on display so it falls, and you can hear like the couple of crashing of like some type of art pieces that were on display.
You're gonna tell me who was fucking here. And I am trying to, like, intimidate him into just get goddamn information.
Okay, composure, intimidation.
Well, shit.
I'll let it be charisma or composure.
Charisma has 1 more. So that's gonna be, let me see, that's 5 dice. My composure is a 1. My charisma is a 2. But my intimidation is a 3. That is only one success.
He's got 2. He's pretty loyal to whatever he is keeping secret, and he is actually going to, I think I need you to make a... This is gonna be a dexterity survival.
Okay, that's only 3 dice. Holy shit. Okay, that was 2 critical successes. That's 4.
Doesn't work for him because that is only 2 successes. As he tries to toss you off and doesn't really work before eventually finally succumbing, realizing that this is honestly going nowhere. Hey, fine, get off of me.
Not until you talk.
And we are at an awkward impasse, eh? You get off of me.
Hey, you get this with me.
Hey.
Sorry.
We had a guest from the south areas come up, and it's a type of friendship that is not exactly supported.
Okay. And what were they here for?
A visit.
Motherfucker. I need a little more than visit.
Don't know what else to call it. A visit, we talk, we chat, and then we parted ways.
Alright, when you say it was a frowned upon friendship or whatever, what, is it human?
No, not something so damning, but the Caitiff are not well liked.
Can you repeat that?
The Caitiff are not well liked.
Ooh.
Now see, was that so hard?
Don't know what your opinions
Let's
are
go
on
and
that.
back.
Well, I know you could have been worse about it.
See, you almost had me biting out your throat.
Well, Dad, you could not do that if you tried.
Oh, really? We're gonna go with that now.
I have a feeling I'm older, so yes.
Older doesn't always mean better, but
No, but I have more experience.
if you keep talking, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I don't feel like that would be a good idea.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you, because I don't take kindly to someone lying to my face.
Well, you are going to have to get used to that if you are assisting the prince.
Trust me, I don't intend to assist the for very long. Just want to keep trouble out of my neighborhood.
Well, unfortunately, that is not up to you.
What I do is always up to me.
Until it isn't.
I grab something off a shell and drop it so it breaks.
Really? That would...
Keep talking shit.
You could give answers, no get out.
I kind of pat the side of his face. Sure thing, bud. I unlock the door and walk out the front door.
Okay. Vincent, you at least witnessed that, or heard that chaotic, like, 2-minute spectacle. Um,
Yeah, he's gonna let Ira walk out of sight before he reveals himself.
okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be tied back to whatever bullshit he just got into.
Alright. As Solomon is continuing to drive a relatively fair distance, to the sister city, as it were.
Yeah.
The Baron here does not contain something as opulent as a gigantic towered building.
Thank God.
However, it is still not terrible. It does look like it's a small... like a small mansion. Not huge, but...
Have I done any work for the Baron in the past?
This one, yes, you actually would have. She has employed, not meeting you face to face, but has employed your services before dealing with, rival...
Couch Baron?
Rival ideologies.
Lovely. Alright, yeah. I'll, park my van just, a couple blocks down, and wherever I can, leave it fairly safely out of the way. Lock it up from the inside, make sure I got my phone, my backup phone, cocktails. Alright, let's go. Hop out, lock it, and I'll just walk up to the mansion.
Notably, there are no guards at this one or anything of the like. Just two gigantic, redwood doors.
Oh, so it's not even, gated off.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Cool. Is there a doorbell button, or are there knockers?
There's a doorbell.
Hit the doorbell.
It sounds like the loudest, as far as, interior-wise, it's probably a loud, church bell sound. It is obnoxiously loud. For a little bit of time before a, woman, probably standing 5'10"-ish, short, kind of, messy red-brown hair. Probably was honestly trying to enjoy, a relaxation, a relaxed night of, what would be the equivalent of, soda, popcorn, and Netflix.
Is this the Baron, or is this what I know? Or is this someone that works?
Met the person face to face, so you wouldn't be aware, but... Evening?
Evening. Solomon here to speak to Samantha?
No.
Or the Baron?
Is this about last night?
Afraid so.
I guess I won't binge watch everything then.
Oh, so you're the Baron. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Can I come in?
Sure. Why not?
Well, thank you. Step in, close the door behind me, immediately scan everything I can see without taking a further step. See if there's anyone else in the area. See if I have any weapons pointed at me.
Nope. It honestly looks like it is just her.
I'm gonna take a moment and listen. See if I can, like, just make sure I can sit here and listen for a moment. See if I can hear anyone breathing or anyone walking around upstairs trying to be quiet.
Intelligence awareness.
Intelligence awareness. Okay. It's not terrible. 3.
Okay. No, there doesn't appear to be anyone except her moving about.
Oh, great. Okay. Assuming she's leading me to a dining room or something? Or is she just standing in the foyer?
She's not standing in the foyer. She's honestly just has started the like large flat screen TV just to have that background like show white noise. As she's kind of just going around like clearing up some stuff on a table. Doesn't appear to be as formally uptight as the prince.
Yeah, I expected, something, but damn. Okay. It's quite refreshing, actually. Cool.
Okay. So you are here for a reason, so let's get this over with before...
Yeah. Before I start, I do just want to say I have no love for the prince. It was circumstance that brought me here. With that being said, may I sit? I say, halfway crawling into a seat.
You have already made the motion. You sure you don't want to sit in the lounge area with the... There's
Oh, that sounds great.
sofa, futon.
Yeah, I'll follow her there.
Yeah, it's honestly the equivalent of like its own kind of almost like miniature home theater setup.
Yeah. I'll take whatever seat's close. Doesn't matter. I'll lounge a little bit, not as disrespectfully as I was with the prince, but I will make myself comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that being said, I did drag the prince out of the wreck and brought her home, and so she thinks I can be trusted to find out who the hell wants her dead and stop them. If anyone asks, you didn't hear that from me.
I'm honestly trying to take a break, let some of the my groups deal with more of the workings right now. I'm trying to relax a little bit.
Yeah, you're taking a step back. Do I believe her? What was that role? I forgot.
I think this one is probably intelligence insight.
Awesome. Cool 2 die. 2. Two successes.
Okay. Yeah, she seems as honest as someone like this can be.
Yeah. I do want to say, throughout this conversation, I am going to do my best to keep an eye and ear out, just in case, because this is still a Baron, despite what appearances may be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, alright, so, what have you heard? I'd like to, personally, I'd like to get this job done quick and not be in her sight anymore.
Well, as quick as a way to get a result, but quick is also a way to get the wrong results.
So you've heard something.
Despite how I may appear, I do keep track of entire city portion.
Mhm.
I've heard quite a bit, actually.
Care to share any of it?
Well, the Camarilla itself isn't exactly overly thrilled as to how she runs things up here. A little too progressive for their tastes.
No, what isn't too progressive for them?
The Inquisition from the East has at least been poking its nose around here.
Hmm.
And as I am someone who keeps track of part of the Twin Cities Armory, a few items have been acquisitioned by an unknown force, and I have no idea in which way they went. Currently trying to find that out, but with little luck right now.
Who sold the gun? Or was it stolen?
It was stolen. Yes.
Great. From where? Was it one of your armories, or was it the riot headquarters? Or the riot safe room? Fuck, words. Armory.
It was stolen from one of our secret storehouses.
Oh, that's concerning.
Incredibly.
Which side of the city? Yours or theirs?
My side of the city, west side. West side is riddled with its own problems, crimes and gangs amongst the humanity.
I believe so. Yeah, but someone to take a shot at the prince, I mean, that's someone in the know. Can't really explain that away as local gangs.
No. Most assuredly not, and it is incredibly disconcerting that someone in the know would try and upset a delicate form of balance such as this.
Mm-hmm. That's balance is one way of putting it.
If the balance is upset in terms of barony and princedom, then the anarchy gets to run completely wild and, with little control, causes undue chaos.
Chaos is good business for me. I don't mind it too much.
Chaos has been a recent event here. It's not well looked upon right now.
That's understandable. People in power tend to, not like not being in power. Alright, so, few more things. What do you know about a Norman Mccoy?
Yeah. It's an interesting relationship. I don't know much about the man myself. I know he is of the living.
Mm-hmm.
I know he is from the Crescent City. And in addition, well,
Hmm?
ridiculously perceptive.
Ah. So he's going to be a problem if he's not already one.
He is already an irritant for me.
Okay. Well, we need to pay him a visit. Want me to take care of him for you?
Well, I would advise any lethal measures, as it is still a contact of the prince's, and I wish not to act without her blessing.
Oh, when that day comes, just give me a call. Alright. How about a deal? You send out whatever feelers you need to. Find me any information you can about this event and who's behind it. You have my number. Call me when you find something out. Next couple jobs are on me.
Fair trade.
Alright.
Should you complete this for me, any investigations or any pertinent information you can send my way as well, as the next couple of jobs are on you, I will also say you might have access to a monetary service that keeps things well in rotation.
Sounds good. Can't let the cam get in too much control around here, can we?
Well, delicate balance.
Don't worry. It'll be in flux tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your TV. Get up, nod. Quick scan as I'm getting up and moving and going to leave. Do I find anything that looks vaguely important around, laying about on tables, coffee tables, anything at all? Just with a quick scan as I'm going to leave.
No.
And man, this is a boring fucking house for a goddamn prince. Fuck, I'm disappointed. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just leave.
Okay. Alright.
Pull up my phone, see if I have any calls or texts.
Vincent would have reported that not what he found in text, but that Ira got into a situation with the bookkeeper, and that he'll report when he has more information that at least they're out.
I immediately call Vincent upon reading that.
Okay. As you call and attempt to understand whatever situation occurred, we will end within the mid of the night for this session.
Nice.
Excellent.